All right, hey third grade. Today we're going to be reviewing money and just going over the different coins and some dollar bills and different representations of money, and then reviewing the strategy Harry Money, which I think you probably learned in maybe first grade or second grade. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have all of our different coins. We have a penny. We have both the heads and the tails. A penny is 1 cent. You can see it written 1 cent. You can also see it with a dollar sign, a zero, a decimal, 0, 1. That is 1 cent. And there's no other ways to represent this amount of money with any other coins because it is the smallest coin that we have. Here's our nickel. Our nickel is 5 cents. You would see it represented as you were writing like a dollar sign, and this is how it's represented. And a nickel can be represented with 1 nickel or 5 pennies because a nickel is 5 cents, a penny is 1 cent, so 5 pennies would equal 1 nickel. Here's your dime. It's worth 10 cents. You can have it represented with 10 pennies or 2 nickels, or you could have 1 nickel and 5 pennies. There's several different options there. And then we have a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. So you could have 25 pennies. We could do 5 nickels. We could do 2 dimes and 1 nickel. You could do a dime, 2 nickels, 5 pennies. There's a lot of different ways that you can represent 25 cents, but this is all that I included right here. So I'm going to leave this slide for you guys so you don't have to come back to the video to reference, but I just wanted to talk about this with you so you just kind of understand what's going on. The different ways to represent the value amount, this does not mean that these are the only 2 ways to represent. There could be multiple ways. I just gave you 2 examples to show you that a dime, 10 cents, can look different ways. It does not have to just be with 1 single dime. Okay? So I'm going to leave this slide for you guys in the next slide, and then we're going to talk about Harry Money next.